to episode 2 of the non-anonymous alcoholic. Yesterday was in black and white and like an old frame picture show because it was a pretty black and white episode. Drink, no drink, black, white. This is Crazy, C-R-A-S-S-I-E, not to be mistaken with crazy, even though she is somewhat. But anyway, welcome to the show today. So we're going to pick up, I guess, where we left off yesterday. This may or may not be in color, but anyway. So here we are talking about the day I quit drinking, I guess, right? And I sort of tell you the story. So, after the prayer, which is where we left off, I guess, right? Today's episode is kind of going to talk about some of the things, the methods I had to use to give me success, I guess, would be the right way to look at it, I guess. So, I said the prayer, get down on my knees, and, okay, crazy, enough, I can't concentrate with you. Got down on my knees and had bowed my head and asked for the knowledge and the strength and what I needed to quit drinking and never drink again. So I used to go in the middle of the night after I'd go out drinking. I worked at a software company. I'm OG, original geek, I guess is what I call myself, I guess. No, I guess it is. So I was working at a software company, and I'd go out drinking, and I'd come back in the middle of the night, and I had my lab. I had to go into like a handprint and a locked, no windows door was my lab. And I'd go in there and I'd fix all kinds of stuff, ham it, like that other people couldn't fix. It was crazy. And then I'd get up and I'd sleep behind my machines, behind the racks. I'd make a little place to sleep. And I'd get up and take a shower in the morning, whenever I got up. And I'd go eat an egg sandwich and then start the day. And that was what I did every day, basically. And, so functioning alcoholic, I guess, would be what people would call it. Doing amazing things, drunk, But that had nothing to do with me being drunk. The amazing things I could do without being drunk wouldn't be realized until after I made the black and white decision. But anyway, so I said the prayer that day, and I went to take my shower, as I normally had done in the morning. And I was in the shower after the prayer, and I got this thought in my head. At that time I drank many different kinds of things. Beer was a favorite. I used to drink Jack at one time, but then my personality wouldn't be as pleasant, and I would drink. Towards the end, it was a lot of tequila, and so when I was in the shower, I had this thought in my head, and I used to get people to go out drinking every night. Super soak a gun. If they didn't come out, I'd soak them. At work, party master. And in the shower, I got this idea. It was strange, but I asked for these things to be given to me. And the idea, I wanted to be able to quit. And the idea was to take everybody out drinking just like I did every day. But instead of getting Cuervo for everybody, which is what I would drink, Cuervo Gold, to get ginger ale for everybody, and toast me never drinking again with the table with ginger ale instead of Cuervo, but not tell anybody. And so I did, and and the second part of the thought in my head was that at that table, people, after I toasted that I would never drink again, some of them would be very supportive of me, and some of them would try to get me to drink. And I instantly thought that I needed to determine who those people were at that table by the end of the night, and see who tried to get me to drink and who didn't, and that I needed to make a change and a movement towards something different, and that it meant that I needed to eliminate any people who tried to get me to drink after I told them that I wasn't drinking and toasted with ginger ale that evening, and to cut them right out of my life. And then the people who supported me, to hold them close, keep them tight with me. And that was the thought that I had while I was in the shower. And so I did. I went on about my day, not really telling anybody anything. At the end of the day, got everybody to go out drinking like usual. Told them it was important. Big party day, whatever I said. I motivated them all to come. And when they got there, I talked to the waitress and I said, "Can you do me a favor and bring me shots of ginger ale for everybody? But I want salt and lime for everybody too, so that they don't know until I tell them." So she did, and I made the toast. I said, "This is not Cuervo. This is ginger ale. You can use the salt and the lime if you want, but I'm going to do it last time I ever do this salt lime stupid thing. But I'm going to do it with ginger ale, and I'm going to toast to never drinking again." I raised my glass and clicked everybody, and we did the toast. Instantly, there were people who were like, "Come on, Gordon, you're going to drink, you can have one." Instantly, there were people who were mad at it. You got eliminated. A couple. Before the end of the night, it was about half of them. Half of them tried to get me to drink, and the other half was supportive. Maybe a little less than half was supportive. Definitely was less support than people trying to get me to drink that evening. And I made I had said I was going to do that, cut them out. And so, again, commitment to making a change for the better. Realizing I had a problem, praying, asking for help, getting the answers, seeing the solutions, executing. That was the mode of operation that day, and every day, I guess. It's been that way for 33 years. Oh yeah, today's my birthday, and it's also the 33rd anniversary of not drinking alcohol. So, yay for me. Not trying to be like ha ha ha. I just am letting everybody know it can be done. Okay. So, at that thing at the table, I realized when I'm like, I gotta cut these people out. That was like so many people. Like a lot of my life, what I thought was my life. But I had to think to myself, if they were trying to get me to drink or convince me that drinking was okay when I had said that I didn't want to or I wasn't, then they really weren't my friends. They just wanted me to be around so that I could be the party master at my own expense, because I knew that it wasn't healthy for me. I knew that I had drank a lifetime in the amount of years that I drank. Truthfully, most average people don't drink like drinkers do. Just don't. I guess maybe there is the average person is, drinks too much, maybe. I don't know what that average is, and maybe it's something I'll look up at some point, but So that was like a dilemma a little bit, right? So what am I going to do with myself? All those same things that everybody thinks, like I'm not going to be as fun. What am I going to do? Everybody's having fun. They're all going around drinking. What am I going to do? And that's a pretty big part of the problem, I think, right? Which leads me to the second part of this second episode, which is, the first part was that you need to eliminate the people who don't support your wishes. They're your wishes. And you're entitled to your wishes. So if you decide not to drink, people should support you. It should not be an issue for someone else. If it is, there is a huge probability that they themselves have thought to themselves that they may have a problem, and you're not drinking makes them see their problem more. So they really don't want you to not drink, because if you do, then it makes them feel bad about the fact they can't drink. They can't stop drinking, rather. I'm sorry. So, but it's all part of it. It's nothing, really a lot of it is not personal, because it is a disease. It is a disease of the mind. It decreases brain. It decreases the size of the brain, even with small amounts of alcohol. And I have Hubbard is the Hubbard Lab is where I'll be posting, or I'll be doing probably a StreamYard, maybe even a live stream, where I'll take pieces of that scientific research. It's like a 2.5 hour YouTube video from a guy that's really a professor who's very knowledgeable. There's a lot of guests that are also very knowledgeable, and they speak about different topics, and it's a good place to get true scientific information about a topic. And so alcohol was one of the ones that I've watched, that one. So anyway, that's where I'm getting a lot of my information, which is present and current information on the topic. So the first part is to separate yourself from people who don't support you, or even people who are like drinkers, right? Because they're going to do things that are drinky, right? And you got to stay away from that for a while. I kind of think it's like a couple of years kind of thing. For me, that's what it was for me. And I've heard from a lot of people that that's what they say, a year or 2 years. It could have been a year for me, but I definitely, I did the 2-year stint of separating from that stuff. So how I did it, another thing that I kind of think was an answered prayer, part of my prayer, what I asked for,